Warning, proceed with caution. The following program documents the life of a 19-year-old whose hobbies included racing, building cars, and making financial decisions that financial advisors would strongly discourage. No amount of horsepower is ever enough. No racetrack is ever visited enough, and somehow there's always another part to buy.
What's up, worldwide? In the last video, we really got down to the bare bones of this car by removing the HVAC box and pulling off that firewall insulation. Now that that's all gone, it's really looking a lot cleaner in here, but these wires are a mess. So today, that's our main goal, get these wires all cleaned up. So let's get after it. You're probably asking, what wires am I talking about? I'm talking about all this stuff. All this can go. I don't really need any of this anymore, besides this harness right here, because this was for the Speedo. But still, I really don't need all of this harness anymore. So today's going to be a lot of cleaning this up, labeling, and getting it out of our way so we can start rebuilding our dashboard. So let's get after that. First things first though, I'm going to start on the passenger side because as you can see, there's a lot less harness on this side. Most of this stuff was for the AC, so all this can go. I'll tape off, zip tie, and get everything out of my way that I don't, so let's get this side under control. Alright, Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, let's talk about a little bit of what I just did. So I took the main HVAC harness out and that fuse link, and then I taped up, or zip tied up, the harnesses to the main harness so it stays out of our way. This is our ECU, so I'm not going to get rid of that. There's still a couple more things over here I can just get rid of, but I'm going to start moving over to the driver's side, which is a wiry mess, so that's the next goal. So let's try and get that done. Alright, so I got a pretty good amount done here. So these two are for the Speedo, I believe. So I'm not really going to touch them yet because I don't want to mess that up because I don't know what I'm going to use for my speedometer yet. But I also tied up the ignition cable here, so I'm going to have to unbind that. But otherwise, I got it a lot more clean under here. There still are a couple more wires to go, which I'm going to handle these next. But first things first, I just want to make sure that I'm not fucking up anything that I actually need. And then after that, we'll be all good. So let me do some looking around and then we'll continue. Okay, now that I know a little bit more by looking at the wiring diagram, I'm going to start by getting rid of these wires here. Just tape them up, get them out of my way. And then I'm going to work down to this fuse panel and just clean it all up so I can work backwards. So let's get after that. Okay, now that we got most of our wires zipped up and put away neatly, it's a little more digestible in here, so I'm going to start moving backwards. But it's getting there. It's definitely still really, really complicated and a lot more work to go. But I don't want to cut anything off yet because I'm nowhere near ready to even put a roll cage in here, so I'm not going to cut any wires to regret it later, so we're just going to leave it as this. But now that that's a little bit neater, we can slowly start moving backwards to these wires right here. Those go into the door frame and they were for the seat belt, and then all the wires back there for like the brake light, all that fun stuff. So let's get after it. Okay, let's talk about a little bit of what I just did. So, first things first, I unplugged the defroster harness and the third brake light harness, and I tied it up there, and then I removed the wires that went from the defroster from the left side to the right side, and I got those wires pulled off, and now they're all bundled up over there. So, most of our wires are mostly cleaned up. I don't want to do too much with the wires yet because soon enough I'm going to be welding a cage in here, and then we're going to need to figure out the electricals for this car. But that's still a little bit down the road, so I'm going to take my time and not strip out everything. But in the next video, I really plan on getting down to these panels and pulling all this sound deadening off. And in that, we're going to have to use dry ice to get it all off. But let's take a little bit of a look what I just did. Alright, Worldwide, I'm going to have to cut this one here. I've been in here for multiple hours and it's over 100 degrees in here, so I think I'm about to pass out. And also, I'm kind of lost. I have no clue what I'm doing in here anymore, and I think I'm just fucking up more shit for future me to fix. And I don't want future me to hate present me, so I'm just going to stop while I'm ahead. But in our next video, we're really going to get down to the nitty gritty and pull out all this sound deadening. And then we're really going to start to be able to clean the chassis and make it really spotless in here and ready for the roll cage to go in. Which, that's really close to happening. I'm really just saving up to get the roll cage, and then I can get it welded in here. But until then, we're gonna have to wait until I have the funds to put a roll cage in this car. But I'm not even worried because there's a ton more content I can film about this car until it's ready for the racetrack. But I just wanted to say real quick, thanks for all the support you gave me, and make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy this build, and we can't wait to see it on the racetrack and off-roading. But until then, I'll see you later.